my shoe. 3, 4, I hate the door. 5 and 6, I don't know what's going on. But we're back live again. Let's go. Reload. There we go. Wow, reload in one try. Nice, I love it. Make sure all the monitors are working. Why did I open file loader? Because I am beyond stupid. Okay, monitors are on. We are all ready to go. Sorry about last night, everyone. That was really shitty, and I know. I literally was zoning out to the point where I was losing time. I was losing time, and I didn't even know what was going on half the time. I was beyond tired, so we're going to get started again today. Ooh, yummy protein coffee. Nothing too much. Getting started back on the exia after pretty much passing out while on stream last night was hilarious. Got most of the arms done. We're trying to get this avalanche part finished up on it so we can finally start getting onto the shoulders, and then from the shoulders it's onto the weapons and accessories package. Yeah, what up, Storm? And then I can finally move on to another model kit. Oh, man. Oh, that's great. Where's my comfy knife? That's how fucking tired I was last night. I don't even know where my good freaking hobby knife went. And it has all the blades in it. There's the manual. Probably somewhere around there. Need to be very careful. Ugh. I have no idea where my good hobby knife went. That is how dead tired I was last night. I will have to look for it later. Damn. I am surprised I didn't stab my foot. Still a lot to go. Oh my god, yes. We have both swords. Both of the main... I can actually show them up. Both of the GN Sword 2s that I'm going to be doing. They're both going to be in the repair style. The shoulders, which is fine, but one is going to be the repair shoulders, one is the avalanche shoulders, which does have a complicated thing that goes over top, which is what this is. This is because we broke one of the pieces and I had to fix it, so luckily, the shadow cloaks have to be painted. I need to make sure they're not getting messed up. I've got one painted, so they come in this olive green color, initially. I like this color. I'll show you what color I am going with, and you can tell me if you like it better. If I can get around to them, because I'm so close to the desk today. I need to do a second coat on these. So we're going from that olive green to as black can get. And that black is really nice. It looks very matte, almost like a satin finish. Yeah, the black is better. That's exactly what I said. This is Muso black. It is the blackest black you can blackety black get, and it is expensive as hell. Kind of hard to work with. I wouldn't say difficult. Yeah, no, I don't know why they went with like a... It's not even EOTech. It's not even like an EOTech green. It's a very olive green for a white, blue, and black kit. It's really, it's just the camera bringing out the colors of it, so we can... It's an okay color. I'm not a fan of the color. I'm gonna actually bump up the exposure rate because I didn't have it up. So it's a very weird olive green. It's not a color I would have gone with if I was Bandai. Yeah, in person it's a very dark olivish green. Yeah. Yeah, if it was Dynamaz, sure. I wouldn't have a problem if it was Dynamaz. But for exia, no. No. Black would have been the way I would have gone. Black or white, maybe even, I don't know. It was just not the color I was going with. And then going with the Muso black makes it actually feel like it has some cloth texture to it. And because of the nature of Muso black, you can't put a top coat over it. So you're just kind of coating it and hoping that it stays well and it doesn't get touched too much. Because it is a very, very sensitive paint, but you lose the yeah, Dynamaz would be sick. Yes, it would. And what's funny is all the double O's use the same frame. So, I mean, they could easily make a Dynamaz 160 scale, but, you know, that would be too easy to do. That would be smart. That would be too easy to make something people want. Oh, wait. That's what Nielsen Works is literally doing. Nielsen Works said, you guys like tall geese? So do we. Let's make a tall geese in 160 scale. That is my first real purchase of the year. I can't really say that. I've purchased other things so far this year. But first real purchase of the year. Not a splurge, not a plan from earlier in the last, well, from earlier. The real, oh wow, 2024 is already starting off on a good foot. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming in. If you haven't seen the new video that got put up earlier, the Solomon just got here. I have Ragnarok and the nuclear backpack that just came in. Those are going on a red frame, both of them. I've got to get those red frame kits ordered at some point. Probably just going to do a regular 6603. I wanted to do an 88 12A, but those are a little bit more expensive. The Dendro just came in. That one's going to be sick. Then we have stuff like the 135th scale RX-78-2, which is coming out around September-ish, which is going to be sick. The Monster Hunter Cross Zoids kits are going to be freaking disgustingly cool. Even though they're the Takara Tomy ones, they're still they're disgustingly good. And then we have the 1/60th scale repair type Tall Goose that just got announced and is in production right now, which should be out around May. Nice. Yeah, so we should be seeing the Tall Geese 2 1/60th scale coming up around April and May, which will be sick because I'm buying one. I have no problem paying $150 to Nielsen Works because they make some of the most disgusting stuff. They're really cool. I bought both. I've got Sonic Bird and I've got the Liger. Not a big fan of the colors they went with the Liger. I wish they wouldn't have used a brown for the inner frame, but it's not too bad for the Liger. The Sonic Bird looks great. Rathalos is a wyvern, so they have a bird-like form. They made a custom head for it, and I love it. It looks great. I am a big Monster Hunter fan, and when I saw they were putting up Monster Hunter Zoids, I'm like, God damn it, Kotobukiya. That's the one way to get me to buy something. Make something from the series I want. It's like, damn it, Kotobukiya, you actually know what I want. I still need to get a Konig Wolf. I have not a Konig Wolf and a D Bison. Those are the last few Zoids I really need to buy. I have just about everything else. The D Bison is to round out my Blitz team. I have everything but D Bison. I've got Gun Sniper, Command Wolf, and Shadow Fox. I just don't have the D Bison. D Bison and then the Petra. I don't have the Petra either, but the Petra, that one's not a big like need to have for a Blitz team. That's just the if you needed it. Oh, Koto, we say Koto's got not even Kotobukiya. I'm sorry. Remember, it's not Kotobukiya. It's the Zoids company, because remember, that's Takara Tomy building those. I'm actually needing to speak right on that because that's the correct. I should be saying it right. Zoids knows where their stuff is at because that's Takara Tomy. It's not even Kotobukiya. That's Takara Tomy doing shit. But the Zoids franchise knows where their audience is, and they lean hard into it, which I love. And what up, Ajax? The mall treating you good today? No crazies coming in the store? I kind of need to get with you because we might not be doing game night tonight. I may be preoccupied. We'll see. Donette already knows about it, so I already talked to Donette already about it, so. Yeah, potentially something good. We're gonna. I'm optimistic on it. I don't know for sure. Communication lines have been. Lines of communication have been good so far. Not great, but not bad at the same time. And I may, we'll see how it goes. If my estimation on my refund is correct, I've got to pay one bill, and then I'll have a little bit of cash to play with. I may get a Neo Xeon narrative to go with the GPO 3 Dendro. Because, if I'm going to do something from the Dendro, might as well get something to go with it. And I cannot, for the life of me, it would be a waste of time and effort to try to find a red Neo Xeon because they are pretty much the rarest of them with the lowest number of productions. And for minimal effort, I can get a Neo Xeon narrative pretty easily. I am not happy about it. I'd really rather have a red one with the Sinanju, with the real Sinanju on there, but I do like narrative just as much. And I do sound defeated on that because I am. I really hate that I can't even find one. Like, there's just, they're so hard to come by. You would think something that large wouldn't be that bad. But they are. And anytime one comes up, they're already gone before you can even think about it. And I'm not going to let Bandai get my hopes up with how much they're reprinting the Dendro. Think they're going to go ahead and... See, I like the monochromatic colors, but I am a big Red Comet guy when it comes to the Sinanju. When I think Unicorn, I think freaking Sinanju regular, not Sinanju Stein. That's my only problem. It's like, but it would also look great because then it's like you have... It's also, so it's the color clashing. So you have Federation versus Xeon. Because that's literally what's going on in Stardust Memories, that the news well is Xeon and the Earth Federation, or the Feddies, is the GPO3 with the Dendro. Technically, Stein is still part of Neo Xeon from the movie, technically, if I remember right, and it's fine. It's just not as a striking color comparison versus the two. So for an action diorama scene, it will be kind of more of a mad than a on fire turn. Especially if I have 30 pounds of plastic hanging from the ceiling. Okay, so we got all that. I need to actually do the big marker again. But yeah, so far this week's been okay. I got out of work without having too many problems, though. work did kind of slap me in the face with this stupid email they sent out. It was hilariously, I hate everything about my job and I'm not working nearly as hard as I was before, even more now. Because it continues to show that they don't care about my area, and I am not going to be working nearly as hard as they think I'm going to. I'm going to continue on doing what I do, and what I do best is making sure things stay running and not putting in any more effort because they're not paying enough for it. They will get 100% of what is necessary, not 110%, not 130%. I don't fucking care. When they make promises they can't keep and they just continuously make it feel like they don't care about our area but yet want everything done immediately, they're going to get what they pay for. But so far, at least work went well this week, and I'm slightly getting back onto my groove of not having to work nearly as hard as I usually have to during the holidays. We're kind of getting back into our slump where we can actually do things. So I should be a little bit less stressed out, should be a little bit less tired all the time. That all depends on the work, really. But slowly getting back into the groove. I always hate the holidays. It always makes me so tired, and it's such a pain in the ass to get back onto regular freaking stuff. They change over from the holiday rush to the standard way that we do things is always such a nightmare. We just sell t-shirts. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's literally the entire... That is literally the only reason why I used to go back in the day, man. I'd go pick up a t-shirt after school. Something new so I can wear it to freaking school each day. Okay, did I do the tops of those? I did. Awesome. Alright. So we are blacking out the tops. Yeah, it's just also my empathy for them thinking that the company means more than anything for us is really, really bad. It's kind of just, it's driving down morale bad. Like when you're in such a specialized field that they expect you to be able to do things within 24 hours usually, you do one thing and one thing only. It's like messing with it's like going out to a restaurant. What's the one thing you don't do? Yeah, that's right. Don't fuck with the freaking goddamn the kitchen, because the guys in the kitchen are the ones who are making your food. Same thing with the guy who's repairing your stuff. You don't fuck with that guy because, yeah, at some point he's gonna say, yeah, that sounds like that's a you problem now. Really, I'm gonna take my time on this now. Oh, you need this right now? Oh, well, that sucks to be you. That sounds like a you problem. And I'm gonna love it when it comes down to that. No one ever said I had to do everything at 100% 24/7. Maybe 100% one day, maybe 20% the other day. It's not really that much of a priority to me. As long as the paycheck hits the bank account and goes boing, I'm good to go. As long as my account goes ding dong at the end of the day, I'm good to go. I can play the game and hate the hater. And luckily I know that there's no way in hell the company I work for watches my streams, because one, I am not big enough, and two, this is the nerdiest shit under the sun, so they're not going to be watching this stuff. But yeah, we're still moving on, moving on. Like I was telling Don at, what was that? Thursday? Thursday. Hopefully Pocket Pair gets a patch out soon, because that's kind of the only way they're going to continue to make sure that the community understands that they're still trying to get things done. Because you can say that you're all for your community, but doing is also the other thing. It's like you got to have patches coming out pretty quickly if you still are working on the game. And there are still a few things that really need to be ironed out. I'm hoping they get another patch rolled out soon. There is still a lot of things that are still having a lot of problems in that game. Can we please? There we go. Where Ajax reviews your boss in disguise. Oh my god, I wish. Oh man, I wish. My actual boss sucks because they're all old people, or basically people who aren't like us. They don't like mainstream media crap. They're people who like hunting and going and watching sports ball games. I am not into sports at all. Not even a tiny little bitty percent. They're such a norm. The people I work with are such normies. It's not even funny. There are very few of us in my field who are nerdy, and it really sucks because you would think there would be a lot of nerdy guys who are doing this kind of stuff, but it's not. Everyone moved to like the IT field a long time ago. I didn't because I hate IT work. I don't like networking. And I didn't like electronics back in the day. I really was not really good with electrical diagrams and understanding how power works. Nowadays, I'm pretty much a godsend. It really pisses me off. I really wish nerds all joined the IT of the military. Yes, they did, right? Back when you could get into the military without having to have a college degree. Jesus Christ, when I went to go for it, back when I was super broke and I literally had no option, they basically said, ah ha, you don't have an Ivy League degree? I'm like, no? Well, too unfortunate for you. You can't join the military. Not even the fucking goddamn army would let you in. It's like, ha, you have a GED, that's still not good enough. You need also about 2 semesters worth of college to join. It's like, the fuck, what? And the military wonders why they don't have recruits coming in. They gatekept it for the longest damn time. Like, there's been so much gatekeeping on military sign-up, it's not even funny. They've been wanting the best of the best and not wanting to train people to be the best of the best. Basically, they made everything basically the Marines. Instead of being like what it was previously, which was a service for the country instead. That any man, woman, or child, any man or woman could join up and participate. It's become a Ivy League dumping ground for babies that didn't misbehave. Because I worked with one of them for the longest time. A freaking idiot who only went to the military because he was on too many freaking illicit substances back in high school, and his parents dropped him in the military to think that would fix him, and it did not. Ivy League daycare. Yeah, that's literally what happened, man. It's kind of the like we need it's kind of like the old adage of like going to an interview and being like, "Yeah, but you need 15 years of experience. This is a freaking mailroom job." "Yeah, but we need someone with 15 years and a bachelor's degree to run the mail." All right, for an entry level position. Like, even we've gotten bad on that. I can't say that. We've even gotten bad on it. They keep trying to bring in people with experience, but the problem is they only want to bring in people at like just below my level or equal to my level. And the problem is, A, those people are too expensive, and B, they come with bad habits or skill gaps where we can fix a skill gap by getting somebody who's more of a lower skill level, more towards the bottom end, and we can build them up from there as long as they have the ability to learn. But bringing somebody in who already thinks they know everything is really, really bad sometimes because the skill gap can be massive. And we're having that issue right now. I know I can't speak more on this just in case, but I do have some concerns because there is some skill gap issues that I'm seeing happen. And the problem is there's just no way of catching up that skill gap because we're in such a hyper go, go, go field that to give somebody what's usually taught in, what is it called? 5 to 8 months and getting that skill gap caught up within a few days really isn't going to help. I mean, we're talking like what would usually take even myself around 3 months at the fastest to teach someone is really, really hard because it takes a lot of practice. It's a lot of practice, understanding, seeing, not just doing. I mean, alone for myself, I got dumped in with with a lot of skill gap issues, but luckily I had enough that I could take from what I'd already learned and applied that to what I was doing, and just sticking my nose in books all day long for hours on time, hours on end, and slowly figuring things out. It's been a really weird, really, really weird kind of situation. I mean, we're dealing with high voltage all the damn time. And I mean, I know when we talk high voltage, there is several different problems with talking about high voltage. What people think is high voltage and what is high voltage are two different things. Anything in the DC range can be considered low voltage, and anything under anything under 120 volts can be considered low voltage. But even 120 can be considered high voltage. And that's based on the source of the high voltage. If it's coming from a high amp breaker, or if it's coming from a transformer that's just straight up blowing up the amps like crazy, or it can be a very low amp. No, actually, there's not. Uh, a lot of people don't understand that that's actually wrong. So everything in your house is the same thing we use in commercial. It's just that it goes like this. So anything in your house is usually what's called single phase. Single phase is either one hot and one not, or two hots. Then what's most commonly used on commercial to industrial stuff is called three phase. And three phase is a hot, a hot, a hot, and a ground. And three phase is usually more efficient, and that's why it's used in in larger components, because it's more efficient energy wise. It doesn't consume nearly as much power. Like the reason why your stove eats so much power up is because that's single phase 208. And that is considered a dirty power because it's drawing from a 3-phase system. And single phase 208 is so inefficient that it draws so many amps. That's why your power bill will go skyrocketing when you use your stove. Versus, say, you plug in an air fryer, which is using single phase 120, doing the same work, but using less power because single phase 120 is actually a better, cleaner power because it's its own power. It's not split off from another thing, so it's not drawing a lot of amperage comparative to a single phase 208. And that's where we go to our phasing and our typing. So with AC, it goes 120, 208, 460, 660, and then up and up and up and up all the way to 10K. We're having energy talk, electrical engineering with Vladdy this morning. Hello, everyone. And then from there, we also have our DC voltage, which is usually, but not including batteries, all the way up to transform, inverted power. That's usually like your wall power that's plugging your phone in. That is a AC to DC inverter that also downsteps the power from 120 volts to 5 volts DC at 3.5 amps. But the power coming from the wall outlet is a 30 amp outlet that is downstepping the 120 volts all the way down to 5 volts DC. And that's why, USB power is interesting because Type-C's got all the powers and data lines that are all connected at the same time. But that all refers back to the industrial sector where we use massive power connectors and everything. That's why, computers are nothing to me because I'm dealing with stuff that's, very expensive and way dangerous on the regular day level that it's like computers are baby's first freaking goddamn power connector. When I'm having to open up a breaker panel that literally says, do not open, you will die. Do not open, you will die. It's like, bring it on. Big old warning labels all over everything, and it's like, I love doing it because it's just like people think I'm crazy. It's like, oh yeah, it's hot. Yeah, I don't fucking care. Open it up, start just looking around, poking around, checking things, making sure everything's running. People just look at me like I'm crazy. Even people I work with think I'm crazy. I'm like, no, as long as you don't put your hand there, or there, you're not going to die. And even if you get a little bit of a shock, you're probably not going to die. It's a good week when I don't get electrically shocked by work. It's a good week if I only get one shock by 208. If I get shocked by 120 or 460, it's a bad day. That shit hurts. And you wouldn't believe me when I tell you how complicated things can get. Like a washer and a dryer are actually really tame compared to the stuff that I have to work on lately, where they keep adding, it's kind of the problem where we have with goddamn, what is it called? It's the same problem we're having with Samsung fridges and Samsung electrical appliances that are anything that's done by Samsung, because they keep adding those stupid small computers to it. I think the problem I have with that is that's the same thing they're doing in the commercial sector, and unfortunately, it just causes more problems. The more you add a logic computer to it, the more problems we run into over time. Really has gotten to the point where some of us, including myself, would rather just go back to buttons and switches and timers. It's just a simpler. It just turns on. It turns on. I don't need a touch screen on an oven. I don't need a touch screen on a heating display case. I don't need logic stuff on that. I don't need a heating case does not need a massive logic board with relays and shit on there to regulate the temperature when we could just use a thermostat to turn it on or off based on electrical resistance and heat values. It's so annoying. The more, yeah, it is. It's why my car's so nice. So, or like the Honda. The Honda, very simple, great car. I can work on that for days. I've already looked at it. I'm like, oh, this will be very simple to work on compared to the other two that she's had. But also then working on my car, where there's not a lot of shit to it. There's not a lot of stuff to the Camaro. The Camaro is so easy to work on. Push rod motor, easy enough to work on. Everything's right in front of you. There's not a ton of sensors on it. Easy enough that I can get in there, get my hands dirty, and get out. Yeah, the alternator and the starter were a little bit of a pain in the ass to get off, but I was still able to do it with very minimal tools and with just enough effort. Would have gone better if I wasn't doing it by myself on both of them, but still, wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, yeah. Electrical's getting bad. It's funny when people ask me about it. It's like, yes, my title is like a technician level, or basically a maintenance is what we're called sometimes. But really, my title is an electrical engineer. It's what it used to be at one point. It used to be electrical engineer tech level 3 is what used to be what my actual title was. So I've kept my engineering title because literally I've shown some guys on stream before the manuals that I have to go through, or what happens when we get a new piece of equipment. I'm handed a book. I'm not even handed a book. I'm just told fix with no information. I will have to then go through, open the unit, find the diagram that sometimes comes with things, maybe go find a manual, maybe talk with a few people I know to get some more information if they've had some further discussions about it. Then also make my own diagnostic guides, because I have had trouble over the years depending on guides done by the manufacturer, because sometimes those guys just they just follow what the engineer tells them, and it's not really a great guide. Because yeah, I don't like being a part replacer or a part chaser, and I'd rather find out what's going on. But a lot of times in commercial equipment, you are going to be a part chaser, because that's always what's going to happen. It's going to be a very specific part. It's a very specific error code. It's a very specific thing that happens anytime something has a problem, and being able to identify that and replace it immediately. We had a new piece of equipment come in 3 years ago, brand new frying units. We spent probably close to a couple $1,000,000 trying to get them understood. Now we've got them to the point where, and that's without any guides. Nowadays, I can pretty much go up to a unit, walk into it, immediately know what's going on, especially with some new information I've made myself going through older units that were all messed up, to where I can keep them running consistently and have them very rarely go down, because of the fact that the diagnostic method is so much faster now. We don't have to worry about things. We're not having to call out third-party companies. We're not having to have anybody. I can throw a technician at it, have a couple of answers from them, from questions I've asked them, see what they know, see what's going on, and then from there I can instantly get them into the get them into getting that unit back up and running. Yep. Everything's thrown away. Oh my god! Like we had a small air fryer that I bought, and one of the what's it called? Yeah, it was there were 2 door switches on it, so it could tell if the tray was slid in. And unfortunately, one of the door switches went out on it, and I tried to get in there just so I could go and bypass it, because you can't order that part from these guys. No, they seam welded everything. I could not even get into it. I ended up just throwing it away, because it was, by the time I even got into it, I had already broken a few things, and it was like, it's not even worth my time. I hate when they don't make things that are serviceable. It's so annoying. Because I could easily just thrown any generic micro switch at it and fixed it, more likely, if I had gotten into it before breaking it. And that thing had like 1,000,000 screws. It was like, Jesus Christ, why do you need so many screws? Like, I've taken apart things that cost 10 times what this stupid little air fryer has, and they had like 5. I helped rewire an entire house, and I thought, you need to rewire half my trailer. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, no, help rewire an entire house. House wiring is still, like, easier compared to then pieces of equipment. Sparkies don't do half the stuff we do. That's the problem with Sparkies. Sparkies, yeah, they can rewire an entire house, and then, yeah, you got to make sure all the junctions and the runs are all in order, and you've got all the right power running to each one. But you throw a Sparky at a piece of equipment, I love it. They're like, nope, I just run power lines. Sparkies cannot do equipment, and that's hilarious when someone tries to make them do it. And it's like, damn. You'd think a Sparky could do it. They have the knowledge set. They more than likely could. But Sparkies are not, they don't run equipment. They are just there to make sure the lights stay on. The most they repair are maybe diagnosing if a generator is able to stay running. That's the most a Sparky's going to do. And I don't like calling it like handyman work, because handyman is more like, what is it called? Residential stuff, small appliance things. Yeah, and I know that's really necessary, but it's like I can easily do that if I ever felt like spending close to $1 million, I could easily open up my own company doing what I do now. And including including residential stuff, because it would be easy. It's just it's not cheap. And the most you want to do is stuff like, you don't want to handle anything that's like really super residential grade. So like microwaves and shit, that's all throwaway stuff. Washer, dryer, dishwashers, ovens. That's the kind of stuff that you want to repair, because that stuff does have service manuals. It does have service departments. So they're a lot easier to get. Easier to get, but not cheap. Not cheap in the slightest. All right. Cool. So we've got both those done now, finally. Took me almost an hour of me talking to get that done. Now, and then you suck. I have to take those back apart. I was supposed to put the XS parts in there. Damn it. I thought there was something that was supposed to go in there. I didn't remember. Error. I fucked up. S14? S14. Easy enough fix, though. Yep. Pretty much. Yep. Microwaves, yep. And kettles, yeah. So far, the small, the little tiny air fryer that we had, that was the worst one that we had to replace. The big one we have works great. Nice. The only problem is the liability, and you need a good knowledge source. That's the problem. Like, that's the hardest part, is upfront capital and hiring good experienced technicians, and then having the clientele. I mean, I could do it. I just wouldn't have to want to deal with the overhead. That's why I'm trying to just biding my time at work right now. Maybe in the future, if I can start saving some cash up and get a large sum, or if I win the lottery, who knows? Nah, the worst problem is, though, Shock, is I did not know I was so good with electronics. So I failed my engineering course in high school because I had the worst, and I mean this, the worst teacher for electronics. He liked the fundamentals, but he didn't like the practical applications. And they really didn't teach practical applications, which nowadays I would say is like more important than anything. Because I've always done good with practical explanations. But it was more, he wanted us to make simple circuits and stuff that when we would make it basically kind of like how some circuit games do, where you're going to be lighting them up to make displays. So you're using binary algorithms to create an output through a liquid crystal display. That's fine, but I mean, teaching someone to understand how power works would be real. That's another thing is I could actually teach people. That's what I'd probably end up doing. Actually, is probably ending up teaching people how to do what I do. It's more likely what I would do. And seeing about getting the certifications thing done for that, because it's really a necessary skill set, and it's a very highly paid skill set. I mean, I make well over the national average. And the potential is just insane. But teaching people what I do probably would be my next step. Because there is no practical application there's no school to go to for this kind of stuff. They'll teach you how to do, like if you go to an engineering course for electrical engineering, you're going to learn the basics. You're not going to learn practical applications. But I think that's where we need to go to, like kind of how welding school teaches you the practical application of welding. We need a practical application of electrical engineering courses. Because it's a necessary field, and it's just getting larger as we get into more and more computer-based stuff. It's getting really, really bad, and there's just not a lot of backfill. We don't have a lot of people coming into it. And when they want super turnarounds on equipment being done, I mean, it's insane. I'm in such a... I work for a very large company, but they act like we're important, but they want to still act like that it's not important. And I'm waiting till they realize that it's important again, because that's when they start to actually give a shit. But right now they kind of act like that we're not important again. And so I'm going to slow down like I usually do, where it's like, fine, if I'm not important, I'm just going to slow down a little tiny bit, make sure everything stays running, and then, you know, maybe eventually they will. Un momento. Plus, finding people that actually, finding people who want to learn it is the hard part too, is we don't have a lot of people coming into it. I mean, it's kind of the thing that me and Donette have been talking about. He works in the same field I do. He works more on the private sector side of it. But the problem is that there's just not a lot of people coming in to blue collar slash regular kind of working class. Everyone doesn't understand that it pays well. I don't know what's been going on, but trade skills are freaking really well paid. I keep telling this to all the younger people who watch my streams and or are on my server, is that they are great backup skills and they pay well to where you don't have to do a lot and you can actually enjoy life a little bit. That yes, that niche industry you want to be in sounds great in theory. Really niche industry that you want to do is really, really great. But you know what really helps? It's having a backup skill. Right now, I will never be without work, more likely. Because I can take my skill set anywhere. It's not niche to one area. It can be applied to just about anything. Because in theory right now, I can take apart anything. I have to have upwards of, I know it's going to sound insane, but upwards of 1,100 pieces of equipment that I have to know, diagnose, understand, and be able to repair within a 24-hour time span. And knowing each and every one of those pieces of equipment's ability to be repaired, fixed, and or diagnosed within a certain amount of time is the hard part. Like, it's kind of neat when I'm watching the guy who repairs electrical motors on TikTok. I actually know what he's kind of talking about a lot because I work with things that are about that same size. And it kind of saddens me that I throw away motors that he could probably repair. But it's just that his field really only goes towards the bigger operators and the people who are really more dedicated, not like me, who are buying equipment all the time, but have dedicated equipment that have dedicated motors that need to be replaced, where they're not using just off-the-shelf components. They have dedicated motors that have to work. But I know what he's talking about. I know what those motors can do. I've repaired ones that are equal to as large as those. And it's just cool knowing how those work. And knowing that I could at one point learn to do that trade too if I felt like it, because it's really not that hard. There we go. Yeah, damn. I didn't think those were going to have anything going over top of them. That sucks. Yep, damn. You. Or when I have someone who's actually interested in the field, it's like, it's so neat to actually talk to somebody who's kind of understanding what's going on or wants to know more. Because it's always neat for us. The field's super niche. I mean, we have, I've went and visited with one of our suppliers not too long ago, which was cool because it was a business trip, to actually go and talk to them about what's going on with their equipment, because sometimes it is nice to actually get some answers out of them. And then we grilled the shit out of them on some of the stuff that we needed. Well, I did, because I had a basically a notepad's worth of shit I wanted to know. And get finally some confirmation. Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised how much everyone's been liking the freaking goddamn the box videos. It's like a box. Another box. Would you like to see more boxes? I always get flabbergasted by the box videos doing well. Not as high as my highest box video, but still. Yo, let's go. Alright, so there's a little part that I did not pay attention to. Been trying to add more silver detailing where applicable on this one. So that's how we're going to identify if they're outside or inside. So that's outside. This would be inside, right? Nope, 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 nope. Because they're the same, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now I actually need to find parts. Let's go see if I can find them real quick. I need XS again, which we know where that is. XN, which I think is the white, and XH. God, what was XH? Yeah, XN is the white. What is XH? Oh, is that a small blue? No, that has frame parts to it. So that's a small. Actually, I think it's right here. Let's see. Are you XH? No, that's K. There are like 4 parts left on K. Sweet. Awesome. So I gotta find XH. I've got XS. I know where XN is. I need to find XH. You, not you. XN. XN, I needed what now off of that? I need XN1. XN, that is actual N, right? No, that's L. L. M. That's our shoulder. Frames, okay. Okay. Hippers did not continue to fall down. So you are D. That is N. That is G. Okay. G is actually done. I don't know why it's still in the box. That is XS. YA2, which we're going to need here soon. That is WF1, which is for the swords. Swords. N again. Okay, so I don't remember what XH is. Okay, now I need to go looking. Huh. XH, go back. AEHXH. There are frame parts on it. So it must be in the big box. Oh, stupid shit. XO. Ah. XO. XN. No, no, no. No. No, no. No. I don't think so. That's no. Yay. XM. M. O. Shit brain. No. Nope. You. Huh. Oh, I don't know where this part is. Because that is... What is that? That is R2. R2 is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for XH. Hell. Oh, there's a good knife. Nice. Please don't stab me. Oh, that's H, and we're doing H. Huh. Might be a blue part. Because it's a cap cover. Oh, it's got to be a blue part. Shit, I'm looking at all the blacks. I'm looking at all the black portions. It's got to be a blue part. XT. Okay, so it's not those ones. That are a white part. M Y2 XS. Was the back? No, that. Let me see something. I know what it was from. It did the back rear skirting. Let me see. XH-4. It's a white part. No, let's see. Center section. It's a white part. Okay, it's white. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it. We're done with that. White or it's blue? Weird is I have all my white parts. Two. For you, XE. XN. XO. No, that was part of E. That was part of YA2. God, I cannot find this part. It's every color of the rainbow. Oh my god, yeah, dude, I am trying to find it. I swear it's either blue or it's white. No. Don't tell me I'm that stupid. Oh, shit. Well, love how you're strong as shit. Woo! That took a tumble and did not attack me very well. Do not tell me it's that. No way it's that one. God damn it, I'm dumb. Fucking yellow. God damn it. I am that dumb, it's yellow. Yeah, that thing went flying. He did not want to stay standing up. Oh, man, it's yellow. The one color I would not think it was. And it was staring me right in the face. I'm like, it's not yellow. It would never be a yellow part. Fucking yellow part. It's freaking yellow. And the reason why it throws me off is that it says it's XH, just XH7, when XH is actually in two different parts. We have XH1 and SH2. So that's why it throws me off. It threw me off. I forgot that XH is a 1 and 2 part. I'm like, there is no way. I have been super good on doing all this stupid goddamn keeping things organized. Apparently, I'm just not very bright about my colors. Yeah, it's yellow. It's the freaking small yellow frame. I'm looking at it and I'm like, it took me a second there on the rear skirt. So I'm looking at I knew there was an XH part off the rear skirt. I forgot it was this part. I looked at it again. I'm like, oh shit, no, it's yellow. I pull over just before he fell over, I was about to grab it and I'm like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. It's XH is yellow. Yes, it is. The one color this unit really doesn't use a lot of. It's really got more yellow parts just due to the avalanche set. It's goddamn yellow. There's so many. I'm gonna tell you now. The reason why I can't find it, I still have 2 boxes of plastic left. There are still 2 boxes worth of plastic for this. I have kept all the runners neatly organized on all the avalanche parts in its own box because there are so many parts doing both these perfect grades that there's just so much to go around. Keeping these 2 organized has been a skill in determination to do it because there's a lot that has to go on. XS9. And yes, I'm not using all the avalanche stuff, but still, there are so many runners still left. It's not even funny. Oh my god, right? I hate that. 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 Storm, I know exactly what you mean. Shit, where did it go? What did I do? Is it on the ground? Did I put it down there? Did it fall off? What did it do? Oh, it's right in front of the desk. It's right in front of my face. How dumb can I be? Pretty fucking dumb. I've done that so many damn times just on this build alone. And getting the shoulder fixed up and ready to go. Just a little bit of some... What is that? Is that 80 grit? Or what is this? I don't remember what grit this is. Just using some emery cloth from the my freaking work vehicle to get it all nice and polished back up. So that it fits the unit is really, really going to be neat. So getting this will be the next part on the shoulders, is getting this all set up so we can actually get the cloaks going. I've modified the shoulder piece that's supposed to be for the avalanche to be able to put the entire cloak system on, which will be really, really fun. Since I found my good knife, goodbye you. Hello, comfy knife. Ugh, right. It's like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Peekaboo, there you are. Kind of why I'm scared when I finally get onto freaking perfectibility. Perfectibility has so many tiny parts, it's going to be insane. This guy's had some small parts to him that nothing I wouldn't believe. Ah. Nice. And an Xbox. That's still better than nothing, man. A win's a win no matter how you put it. They'll still be there. They'll still be waiting for you. That's the problem with model kits. They'll still be waiting for you. Just because you didn't buy them today doesn't mean they won't still be waiting for you later. The only ones that won't be waiting are the ones you don't buy, and, you know, sometimes that is an okay thing. Sometimes it's a bullshit thing, but sometimes it's also an okay thing. So far, I have not been able to get that white Death Stinger, but it's okay. I really don't need another Death Stinger. The first one is big enough as it is. Knife. Knife. Hello, knife. Yo, nice. I know that's hard for you, Storm, because you're in the UK, so it's like everything's a pain in the ass to ship or get in. So sometimes for you, it's like that's the best part is going to actually shop. We have it easy over in the US. It's so easy for us to ship anything anywhere. It's not even fair sometimes. We don't have the issue of paying, what is it called? Customs or anything here. If we did, I'd be screwed with how much shit I buy. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, anything's a win is a win, dude. Come on. But I'm hoping to at least get the last couple things I need. I need to get some red frames ordered up. I really do need to get a. I want to do an 8812A for the Ragnarok kit, but I will do a 66 probably 6603 for my for the nuclear backpack. I don't know yet when I can get those ordered. I need to at least have the kits in hand so that way I know that when I get to it, I'm not waiting on a kit. Like I did for the Testament Gundam. I've already got the Testament Gundam's base kit, the Testament, and the hands for it are already in hand or on hand and waiting. Nice. That would be fun. I would love to go visit that at some point. I do love me Warhammer. Just too poor to do it. The whole reason why I want a resin printer is to do Warhammer freaking prints. I cannot afford real Warhammer model kits. They are too expensive for me. I would tell you to hold up and really think about that. The UK isn't bad, but they are very strict on like everything. new follow, really. I can't read that, but hello. Oh King Tumblr. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Hello, welcome. I talk about random dumb shit all day long. Mostly Gundam, but random stuff all day long. Welcome to the Power Hour. We were talking about freaking electrical engineering for the longest time, but we've moved on to just talking about model kits. Oh, man. Cool place to visit, especially because you could say I need X model and they'd have it on. Oh, that's so cool. I would love. Now, the only thing I really want to do from workshop is I just want to get a couple more stuff. Now, my problem is that everything I want is super expensive. Because, of course it is, because everything from Games Workshop is super expensive. The most is getting a Night Titan at some point. I know they're not the most expensive thing, but just getting one sometimes is a pain in the ass. And then painting the damn thing. Thank you. I try to make it look nice. You can see all the big guys on top. Those are all 1/35th scales. Big boy Gojulus behind me, and then we've got a bunch of my random things I've built over the last few years. And those are just snapped together shelves. There's nothing special about them with an LED background to it. I am nothing special than just somebody who wants to display their shelves behind them. And it was a pain in the ass to set up because those LEDs are so kind of rickety put up on there. It's not even fucking funny. Some of them are going out. Yo, later. Yes. Yes, that looks so hilarious. I love it. I don't know how 40K can do some of the best video games and also the worst. For the Emperor, we must clean the Xeno scum from our weapons. We must get the battle. Everyone must get the. Everything is necessary, and we must get everyone back out to the battlefield as soon as possible for the Emperor. I loved it. I love the idea of that. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's their actual prices. Yes, right. See, the Japanese tried to do that too. And what happened is then the third parties came in and started making things cheaper, and that's what's actually been kind of the thing we've been fighting the backlash on. Storm is the fact that there is an entire sector of us who would rather not pay $1 million for anything, and then there's the people who are the suckers and want to buy everything at fucking retail price and be really, really stupid sometimes. And I love it. The purists being the ones who are the suckers who will pay anything for any dollar and buy the worst model kits at all times. Yep. That's the only way. You gotta find your whale dad. You gotta find your 40K daddy. It's like, yes, Imperial Daddy, let me play with all your freaking miniatures. Yes. I cannot afford, but you can, and I will come play because I would like to that very much. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, Citadel paints, yeah. Woo, Citadel paints are fucking expensive. Don't get me wrong, they're really nice, but man, are they expensive. Mm-hmm. I need 200 million paints. They're all $7 a pop. Might even be more than that now. Oh, that covers up the freaking. Oh, that sucks. So that'll cover up the GN drive. Oh well. I do want it on there though. That is gonna make arms super fucking heavy. It's not like I wanted them to do anything anyways. I mean, damn. Not that heavy. Oh, that's still a lot. Yeah, with the massive shipping costs. Yeah, I mean, I would be right with you there, Storm, if I didn't go for my old supplier, who he's actually based out of the UK now, but his warehouses are in China. Where he was, oh man, ever since uh, COVID hit, Samuel Decal's been the worst for us third party guys. His shipping costs are nightmarishly high. I used to like him. I used to actually be really kind of friendly with him, and then his shipping went insane in the membrane. I mean, his shipping was kind of insane in the membrane to begin with, if I really think about it. Because oh man, the whole reason why I never bought an 8814 before from him was because it would be like almost $90 shipping. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, why is it so expensive on a $160 model kit? And it's like, dude, come on. Why is it so expensive? And I now know it's because he's basically doing it the worst way possible. Because now I can ship that thing for like $20 most of the time from most of the suppliers I use. So I feel you, man. If I did not ever move on to a different supplier, I would be in the same boat with shipping costs. I don't know how some of these other people I buy from, like Mophie and shit, get these insanely low shipping costs, but they're able to. Or like free shipping from Gundam It. I have no idea how they're able to stay in business with it. I mean, I know they're baking their costs into their prices, but still. Yep. That's exactly what would happen to me when I was buying from Samuel, dude. It would be like, what was it? I wanted to get the Sinanju bust or the Nielsen Works, and it was like I couldn't even think about it. The shipping was so high, I wouldn't even be able to do it. I feel ya. The only reason why I still have Amazon Prime is just to keep free shipping, man. I do so much freaking. I ship so much stuff all the damn time. I literally the only reason why I even have Amazon Prime at all. Shipping headaches are the worst. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, there's a reason why I stick with certain suppliers on where I buy from. Like, what is it called? Gundam Place. They usually have the best shipping within 24-hour shipping. And it's like, yes, I will. I learned that the hard way again because I had to go and go, like, yes, I trust Gundam Bros. I trust them to be freaking pretty good, especially if I call him and he said he was going to do it. Yeah, no. Nope. I am no longer ever buying from Gundam Bros ever again after last time. I'm sorry, but that was a pretty bad experience. I'm really kind of upset about it still. I'm really, really kind of mad about it. Yeah, we have that same problem here. A lot. There's a lot of people who mark up for convenience and or import fees. It's really bad on the third party stuff. A lot of times, like Gundamit did it on the what is it called? The Destinger that just came out, the white Destinger. They're selling it at $118, where it was selling for $80 on Gundam Model Center. It's like, god damn, you guys don't need to mark it up that fucking much. But most retailers mark up what is it called? Third party shit up to like almost 50% value, which is really, really shitty. Like they'll buy in at what I'm buying at from like Model Center and shit, and then they'll mark the price up about 50%. But that's why we have the power of the consumer, man. That's why we have the power of the consumer. You are allowed to buy from anywhere and anyone. Never let anyone tell you different. Vote with your wallet where you buy. I don't let brand loyalty sway my decision on where I buy from. It's all based on experience and cost. Did you do me right? Cool. Is your cost right? Yes. Awesome. Do I trust you? I do. And that's really where I've always had mine sat. Yay! We're actually getting on the shoulders today. Yo. And we'll start with the repair. Which one is the repair? Is this the repair one? Do I see YA2? I do. So yes, we are starting with you. Back to M. Yay. Where is M? Let's see. What did you want? Let's see. Oh, yeah, dude. God, that's a hard one to get. You can get Buster Tortoise right now, which is pretty cool. It's the counterpart to the Cannon Turtle, but man, getting Cannon Turtle right now is going to be a pain in the ass. That's a hard one. Ooh, he's gone up in price too. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Wow, yeah, that has gone up a lot. You're looking at 109. Jesus Christ. From Amazon UK. God damn. We're at 75 right now for US. Dude, 109 for Cannon Tortoise? That is insane. I paid like 50 for mine. Damn. That sucks. And it's a great one. It's a good Zoid kit. I will say this, it is difficult to get the turret together, but it's still a really, really awesome one. I say tighten up the legs, tighten up the head and stuff if you ever get one. But it's really one of the best ones I've done. The fuck did M go? There you are, M. Hello. Come to me. 1, 2, 3. There's supposed to be 4. There we are. 4. We should be using up all the M parts now. Alright, so M. 8, 9, 12, and 11. 8, 9, 12, and 11. Alright. 8, 9, 12, and 11. Oh yeah, those are the hands I'm not going to use because I am not stupid enough to use the fucking goddamn individual base fingers. I may make some, but I am not using those at all. So the shoulders just slide over top this, right? They're basically a modified form of clippies. Those are stiff. Damn. Woohoo, those go on pretty tight. That's gonna be fun. Good thing they're not going on till like pretty much last. After I get all the decals done and everything. I need to buy the decals for the repair because there is some different repair decals. There are different avalanche decals I need to look at getting too. Shin burning. Nice. Saw that yesterday and I was like, it's a different type previous. Now it's in my head. Yeah. I still need to get the, there's a couple things from P-Banda I need to order. I need to order the Meteor unit. So I got to find somebody for that. And then there's not the Vidar. I can never remember its damn name. The Vargil that I need to order. Because I really want the Vargil. I love the idea of Proto Sazabi. I'll make sure I don't have notifications. No. All right. No notifications. Right? Yeah, and it's going to be a lot cheaper too. The Shin burning will be way better than the Build Fighters Dry Burning Gundam. All right, 4 shoulders. Let's go. Oh, nice. Also plans to come home with an RG Sosby. Yo, that's the best version, dude. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I'm telling you, that thing is, yes. And there is so much you can do with it. Resin kits, Madworks freaking, what is it called? Metal etching, the DL cannons you can get for it. It's insane what you can do with that Sazabi. The funnel effects you can get, well, buy or make. Really? M12 goes over top of that? That's neat. Oh, I see. Okay. Neat. They're using different parts for that. Let's see. Already did all that. No. No, it is not using other parts. Why are you not going on? Oh, because it's just being a piece of shit. Okay. Night. Sweet. I just need to check that fitting, and that works great. So that way we can put that on there. Because checking the gaps on this is really important, because everything's going to be going on in quick succession, and I just need to make sure that everything's going to fit. Neat. Sweet. That works fine. Looks good. Cool. Awesome. Double check that fitment, and then that should be going with the outside facing out, right? Yes, outside facing out. All right, outside facing out. Dude, Sengoku, if you're going for the master grade, is really fucking good. I don't know too much about the high grade. I know the high grade's supposed to be good, but I'll definitely tell you the Sengoku Astray is still really fucking awesome. I've seen people say that the Sengoku high grade's good, but the Sengoku master grade, oh, yeah, I got hooked on Astray from that. It's literally just there. What's the only difference on Sengoku? The feet, the shoulders, the backpack, and then you just have extra parts that are on the knees. That is the only thing. It is basically the base master grade red frame Stray. It is. It does need paint. I will tell you, you should just straight up get the master grade instead. Skip the high grade and go for the master grade. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you really want one, you don't have to paint. Go for the master grade if you can. If you can't, I've heard the high grade's good. I've heard the high grade's good, not great. You like 144th. That's right. Yeah. What you should do is modify a 140. What does it? Take the high grade, then kit bash all the Sengoku parts onto a freaking RG red frame Astray. It could be done. It'll look a little bit weird. Yeah, the only thing we're getting close to that is they're doing a what's it called? There's a conversion kit coming out. There's a plastic conversion kit coming out for Sengoku Astray. It's converting the high resolution to Sengoku, powered red Sengoku. It's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for it because it's gonna be one of the neatest kits that we've seen in a long time. And I literally have an actual high resolution powered red that's waiting for it. It's like, that's what I'll do with my Sengoku Astray. I mean, my power red Astray. Let's turn him into a Sengoku. Why do I want to turn him into a Sengoku? Because it'd be hilarious. But it's still one of the neatest designs. The high grades that came from that generation from Built Fighters were really, really, really good. Fenice, God, there's a couple of them. Fenice, Sengoku, the Crossbones. Can never remember what the Crossbones name is. Those were really, really good quality model kits from that high grade generation. It is. It's a fucking awesome design. It's what got me into freaking Stray, man. It really was. I built Sengoku, and I was like, I need more. I need more. And it sucks because the character who originally uses Sengoku didn't upgrade him, which is what saddens me so much. So in Build Fighters, a lot of the suits got upgrades. So like, what is it called? The main mobile suit got all the way up to goddamn Galaxy, which was neat. Fenice, which was Fenice, and then it was Fenice Renacita. Then a couple other ones got kind of upgraded, but Sengoku didn't. It was really stupid too. It's like they could have done so much with Sengoku Astray to make him better, because the pilot / character who owned it instead went and made the Nippon Gundam, which is like, god damn it. Which, don't get me wrong, the Nippon is cool. It's kind of like a ninja-y looking model kit. It's neat. It goes for a lot of money because it's like never in print. But we didn't ever get an upgraded Sengoku Astray. Yo, Eddie. Hello, Eddie. We are Gunpla. Yep, I'm currently working on a perfect grade, well, 2 perfect grade exias at the moment. One is Repair, one is Avalanche. We're about halfway done through the entire model kits. I've got everything all the way up to the arms done. Just a few more parts left on these. Yep, and I'm doing both in Repair, which this is the Repair unit currently. Repair, and then I'm also doing Avalanche. And then Avalanche. It is Avalanche Dash, but I'm going to have it mostly in this standalone Avalanche. Oh, it's looking great so far. I just need to get decals done in the main suit at some point. Add a little bit of weathering to the repair frames parts, and it'll be great. Good to go. Best thing is that this is a Deban kit, so I didn't have to really pay extra for any of these parts. The Exia Perfect Grade from Deban has both your lighting kit, your avalanche kit, and your repair kit all in the same box for about $170 to about $200-ish. Well worth the cost on it. So I've kind of made these kind of a kit bash between the two of them. The Avalanche is a standard Avalanche. He's going to be getting all of his Avalanche parts, but I'll be using twin glaives on him. He will not have his GN Sword 2 because I'm going to be actually making 2 of the GN Sword 2 repairs. The repair, I'm not doing the broken arm because I have enough parts that I have some more of the right hand parts available. So we've made it with dual arms. I'm going to be putting the cloaks. I've actually modded it so the cloaks can go on both arms on for the shoulder, which will be fun. And we've painted the cloaks to get them to look a lot better. They're usually in an olive green. I know I've shown this already off on stream today. But we've also repainted the cloaks to be in Musa black. I need to do the other cloaks, and these need to have another coat over top of them. And that'll sit right across, which we can actually just grab you. Come here. So that'll sit somewhere up on top of the shoulder like that. I just don't have all the armature stuff ready to go for it just yet. Took me a bit to figure out how to mount the cloaks on there because I just didn't like. Thank you, Eddie, for following. Right? Yes, yes. I didn't know how I was going to get them on there. I did not want to run the broken arm because, you know what? I paid for all this stuff. I want to be able to see it. So, really, with the repair, they really make you not have these light up. They don't let you light these up. They don't let you light that up. They don't let you light up the main portion on the front of the head. There's a lot of stuff that they block off in the repair unit that it's like, no, 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 no. Everything's going to light up on this thing. I don't care. I paid for it. It will light up. So with doing 2 of these, I've had enough parts that I've been able to swap things out. The coolest thing, though, is that so I have the Avalanche backpack on both units and the Avalanche back skirting. I really like the Avalanche back skirting better, and the Avalanche backpack is going to be attached to this, so that way I can have the sword rack for it on both of them. Yo, what's up, Storm? Oh, yeah. I do my custom owned stuff every so often. I did a custom, especially if you go back through my TikTok, I did a custom Tall Geese 3 not too long ago. Kind of been off doing the customs because that kind of burned me out. Had some really not great solder that did not like me very well. Kind of been burned out on doing the custom stuff for a while. We did a whole summer of Zoids, which was fun last year. I just finished up Big Boy, which is my perfect grade new. Let me see if I can show him off. Perfect grade new up there. Just finished him up. That was a essence of trying to get things done without killing myself. There we go. But I do a lot of custom stuff a lot. Weathering, not really. Weathering's something I just don't do a lot of. I'm more of into custom lighting kits. I will solder things. So right now, that's kind of why I can do this this model kit with no issue. I've actually gone and done some modifications to the frame to allow for better clearance on some of the wiring. A lot of the leg stuff was really, really bad. There were pinches everywhere. There were a few pinchings in the arm too. The head had some pinchings. I did not like how they moved, so I've had to modify a few things so that way I don't have any wires getting pinched and messing up. Weathering's just not something I've gotten into. Can be done, just not my biggest thing. I'm more of a clean look with doing excessive detailing and then doing wiring. Ooh, if I could hold him the right way. There we go. Going for more of a overly lined look. That drives some of the purists crazy. You can't do that. You need to not use dark lines on some of these areas. You should be using light browns. Nah, black. Fucking everything's black. Yeah, the burnout was bad. So to put it in essence of how much time I had in on it, the Tall Geese 3 took around 400 hours to build and complete. That was with the lighting kits and the wiring and everything. Like I tell you, I'd pick him up and put him in, but he doesn't have batteries right now, and I don't want to mess with it because it can easily get messed up if I pick it up. But I did. The wings all have custom lights on the inside of it. The verniers were supposed to have custom lights in it, and that's something I'll get into. The heads has lights into it. That's at 1/44 scale. It was really, really fun. Susan model wings, Susan model Zerwing on the back side of it. DL weapons kit. Really looks great. It's one of my favorite model kits I've built. But the eyes. So while we were doing the final wire up, mind it, I'm 350 plus hours into this build. Getting the final wire up going, it was between the 3rd and 5th junction close to the backpack. We had issues where the solder wasn't sticking very well. I don't remember what was going on, but I was having some issues. Then during final test and wiring, I had some shorting going on. Couldn't figure it out. It came down to the head had some issues, and we ended up having the head and the verniers short out. The verniers were not going to get redone because that was like 40 hours worth of work down the tubes. I was not even going to try to get the verniers back up and running again. It took another 10 hours to get the eyes done again, and it's not near as good as it was because I had to take it back apart, try to get it redone the way I had it. Right now the eye's a little too bright. It was a lot darker. I like to usually get the eyes a little bit dimmer. I didn't have the time to go back and redo it really well. But it finally got all done up. We got all the lights running, and then it's just like I was so burnt out from doing it. I was like, I'm tired. I'm going to do Zoids for an entire freaking summer, which took forever. We ended up doing all the way up to Gogulus, which was really, really cool. And then I said, let's fucking do perfect grades. I had the perfect grade nuke coming in. I had the exias coming in. I've got 3 more back behind it. I've got PGU, which will be fun. That's going to be a really quick one. Then I'm doing a custom lighting kit for my perfectibility. It's getting the RGB Cosmos kit, which is really, really cool. I got it on sale during Christmas. Really, really awesome setup. It's going to be fun. After that, we have a perfect grade Zaku, which I'm going to be doing a full wiring harness for. That one's going to take a long time to do. A lot of it's been half done and half done badly. So I'm going to be having to go back through, file down nubs everywhere, take things back apart, get it all back up and running again, while also getting a custom lighting rig in through it because those old perfect grades are really kind of nasty. And it'll be really fun to do. Then after that, we're going straight on to a Nielsen Works Red Frame Astray, which will be hilariously awesome. I've done one previously on stream. They're quite intense builds, but they're really fun builds. And then if by that time, which probably by the time that happens, we'll probably also have the Nielsen Works Tall Geese 2 perfect grade that'll also be on the block as well. Then we're moving on to a Solomon and a GPO 3 Dendrobium, which will also be getting a custom lighting kit. So this year's pretty much planned. Yeah, 350 hours. It took a long time. Each wing has around 5 to 6 LEDs that were hand soldered into place. They are, do I have some around here? I think I do. Yeah, there's some in here. I bet my guy's gone under. So I use these very, very tiny surface mount LEDs, if I can get my camera to focus, that are super bright and super fun to use. And I like them because they have steel, solid copper wiring to them. So that way I can solder them into place, and they usually hold up really, really well. And yeah, they're really fun. But it's just the dedication and time. The worst skit I still did was a new Verka. Yeah, they're super fucking tiny. That's why I can do them in real grade. My tall geese is a real grade tall geese 3, and it was super fun to get done. 11:18. Emil, hello. Oh no, Emerald, hello. Missed that by a few minutes there. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can move it real quick so I can at least show you what I mean. I don't have the ability to do. I'm not doing a lot of what is it called? Arduino or any actual RGB designations. They're all solids. So I try to match colors the way I would log them to be. Here, give me a second. Let me see if I can get them down. As long as I don't mess up freaking tall geese 2. That's the one I'm more concerned about. Let me see if I can get them down. Oh yeah, you don't have batteries. Okay, tall geese 2. Can you stand there, please? I'm gonna get big bro down. Oh. Oh, he's not even connected. Okay. Oh, that's right. I never soldered on freaking. So, when I talk about tall geese 3, I'll try to plug him in real quick. See if I can get him plugged in. Tall geese 2, please sit there. Thank you. There's batteries in this. Alright, let me sit down for just a second. See if I can get this guy plugged in. Thank you. Are you in off? You are in off. I don't remember which one's negative and which one's positive. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's only one lead. Oh, right. Forgot I didn't solder leads onto you because at the time I was really just trying to get the display done. Okay. There we go. And then if I turn off my light. Oh. And I pulled it too far. Pulled the LED out because I didn't put really good leads on this. This was during the bad times. There we go. I usually put a really nice fancy lead connector on there, but I was like, I am done. I want to go home. I want to be finished. There we go. So all the wings light up. The eyes didn't come out nearly as good as I wanted it to. Haha, giving it away. Yeah, no. No. Those wings alone are worth like $300 now because they're so rare. I wish. Susan model wings are so expensive. Okay, let me put him back up where he's supposed to be, because I hate moving it. One of my favorite models, but moving it is not a fun day. I recovered a freaking controller. Thank you, controller. You can go over there. Yes. Yes. And you watched me struggle the whole way, more likely, because it was a struggle. It wasn't as bad as new. It wasn't as bad as new, but it took so damn long. Nowhere near as bad as new. New, I will never, ever, ever tell anyone to buy that thing ever again. That was the last time I bit into a overhyped kit. We'll never let that happen again. Headset. No. Not the new you're thinking of. The new that you know I hate. I hate the new Verka. The new Verka was a nightmare. Big Boy, I loved Big Boy. Big Boy was fun. Big Boy was awesome. New Verka was the worst. Oh, God, I don't know why everyone puts that thing on a fucking goddamn pedestal. It's such a bad model kit. I don't know why New Verka. No. Big Boy was awesome. I will tell if you got the cash, go buy Big Boy. Big Boy, yes. Big Boy was awesome. New Verka drove me mental. And not in a good way. Oh, okay, so we can put on A1 now. So that way I can get the other one done. Oh, and I need to clean that up. Damn. Yeah, Big Boy was still like my favorite model kit of all time so far. I mean, if you've got the cash, Eddie, the perfect grade new from Deban is like god tier level of fun. It's not perfect in any way, but it is perfectly awesome in the same way. It is a model kit that will take you forever, but it will be the best thing you've built. I wouldn't do too much of those freaking things. You'll get smacked by Moobot. Don't do too much freaking capitalization. Moobot's known to smack people. I'm just warning you. And that's a setting that comes pre-baked into Moobot. All right. Yeah, I'm just saying, I've had people do, like, if you even do too much capitalization, that thing will hit you like a freight train. I've seen people go down because they even did what you just did. Because Moobot's like, no. Bad. And I laugh when they get a timeout. And it's like, oof. All right, so that's good. I'm going to put that on. Get that nice and snug down. I should probably glue that in place. Feels okay. All right, and we can still get that on there, right? Yes, we can still get that on there. Nice. And for that, I need to find those parts. Oh, shitty. It is in this section, but what is that part? XL. Oh, it's all XL. Oh, okay. I know where the other XL parts are. Should be you, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes. I actually need both these parts off. Skull for my skull throne. Blood for my blood god. And what was the part that I needed? Where are you? No, no, no. Ah, there you are. All right. Yeah. Yo, later, Storm. Okay, so got to. just gotta do some UV resin curing and then not too bad. How are we going for? 2.5. Nice. Yeah, I'm not dead tired today for once. Last couple days I've been just god awfully tired. Fire this UV cure resin up, and then I can actually go ahead and start getting this thing done. Just a little bit more on that backside, and this should be good to go. Ba 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 ba. The only thing that sucks about UV cure resin, just waiting for it to friggin' dry. Well, cure. That should be good to go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. Oh yeah, that's nice. That'll go on there really easy. It's not really pushing on it. If I can do that with the other ones, it'll be really good to go. Yo. Nice. Cool. And that's what our completed setup will look like once we get the shoulders done. Actually, whoops. Is that the right one or is it the wrong one? That's the wrong one. That's what the completed mounting hardware for the cloaks will look like once we're done. You'll have your back, front, and side cloaks. Should be really, really neat. just check something real quick. I'm going to put that back together. We'll be getting the shadow cloaks done as soon as we're done getting the shoulders all put together. That'll be a fun thing to do. Oh yeah, duh. And then, yeah, we already know there's an issue with that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, that one's about the same way. All right. And then I technically need to go do the other ones too. Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Let's see. Yeah, that would be the original ones I would be using, but I'm not using those. I am using these ones. Yay, come here. Come here. Okay. Time check. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so if I go ahead and I get this done, I'm just going to get this on the other ones, and I am going to be done for the day. We'll be back tomorrow with more. I'm going to be probably predisposed tonight, so yeah, we're only going to get one stream on a Saturday. It's going to be fun. Okay. Tighten that up. And up and down. All right, so you. Oh, yeah. Duh. All right. So at least most of the shoulders done. Not all of them, but most of them. Just so I know where that part is. Yo. I have no idea which is the front and which is the back on that. Luckily, the shoulders are pretty much the universal. So cool. We are going to end off there. It is just about 12 o'clock. Awesome. Not too bad. Not too bad of a morning so far. I mean, we're going to go ahead and try to get some of this more of this done tomorrow. Go slow, but that's because we're doing so much at the same time. 4 shoulders, 4 arms, 4 legs. It's such a pain in the ass, but it looks good once it's done. I will see everyone later. Thank you, and bye-bye.